Welcome to the Style Sports Hub, presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics.
Welcome to the SportsHub podcast, sponsored by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics, Plaza Lincoln, Plaza Cadillac, and our friends at Warner Family Sports Foundation. I want to start singing a song right now because all I can hear in my head is, take me out to the ball game, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever come back. We're talking baseball. We have Mount Dora, the Hurricane baseball team here with us, and Coach Mike Matulia with us. Man, I'm excited because I played baseball, and I got a second baseman with me, so I know a lot of action happens at second base, whether someone's stealing or taking the ball off the middle. Welcome to the show, guys. Tell me, Mike, how long you been at Mount Dora?
This is my third season.
Wow.
So I started out in 2024, and this is the third year, so I'm pretty excited about the year.
Yeah, and
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. We're thrilled having you guys. Tell me a little bit about where you came from, because this is not your first stint in sports. Tell us a little bit about where your background is.
Well, probably most of the people that are watching this will know I was at Lake Sumter State College for 25 years. I was the baseball coach there, started their athletic program, restarted it from the 1980s, and pretty much started from scratch. So we started out with baseball, softball, and volleyball, and then we kind of built from there. So after I retired from Lake Sumter, I had coached baseball for 30 years. Wow. And when I retired in 2023, that fall, the principal at Mount Dora was looking for a coach.
Yeah.
And they have a pretty good booster that doesn't like having anybody saying no. So Mr. Larry Baker, who the field's named after, so they courted me, and I said, yeah. So I worked for free, basically.
That's fantastic, man. No retirement for you.
No, the first year I was pretty much a 100% volunteer.
Wow.
So I just love being out there. I love being with the guys, and it's fun.
Absolutely. And the second baseman here with us, I mean, gosh, Noah, what year in school are you?
Junior.
Yes, so how early were you in life when you started baseball?
Since I could walk.
Wow. T-ball?
Yes, sir.
That's where it began?
Yes, sir.
Which is hilarious if you're a grandpa like me to watch someone walk up to the tee and swing everywhere but the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you remember those days?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell me about what it was like to progress in your career from T-ball. And I don't know, I'm from Ohio originally, Nashville, Tennessee, now here to Florida. We had T-ball and then like Pee Wee League, and then you went to Little League, and then you got to Pony League, that's what we called it. And then you could play high school ball. Is that a progression you went through?
So I started off at T-ball, but I had an older brother, so I always kind of played with him, and he's 3 years older than me, so I played probably a season of T-ball and then just played travel ball with him for the rest of my life until he went on to high school, and then I played travel ball for the Apopka Bulldogs and then went to high school. So it was just mainly travel ball throughout my years of playing.
Wow. So what's your favorite? I know you're playing second base. Was that always the position you went after?
No, sir. I play anywhere, really. When I was playing travel ball, I'd play center field, first base, shortstop, third base, second base. I mean, all of them were fun. It's the positions that you don't play often that are fun because it's just new and just...
Yeah, it's a different technique when you're out there in center field and, what you're looking for the cutoff man, which sometimes was you now in your position.
Yes, sir.
Do you pitch?
No, sir.
No pitching. So second base. What's your favorite thing in baseball? Easy question. Think about what is it? Is it the team aspect? Is it batting? Is it the crack of the bat?
Being able to build a brotherhood with my team.
Wow. That's mature. Coach, that's pretty deep to hear someone sit here on a microphone and talk about the brotherhood.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time together.
Man,
it's a lot more than that you would normally think at the high school level, and we try to do that because the more we're together, the better we are.
Absolutely, you're a unit. I mean, you think about that more sometimes. You hear about it more, I think, on the football field, more so than baseball. But people don't realize what it takes for a team to come together. Personality-wise,
it takes a lot, but I mean, we have team Bible studies at least once a week when we are practicing, so we try to get everybody just to be unified through Christ and just have a great relationship off the field.
Wow. This is impressive. I am impressed. So when you guys come together, when does season start for you? You're in off season right now.
Yes.
So what happens right now in the off season?
We have they're in the off season right now, but what they're doing is they're throwing. They're playing catch. They haven't been playing catch for 2 months.
Wow.
Which is I will have to say that I'm proud of them, because I said you got to really. It's hard to keep a baseball player from playing catch, but we did it. And yesterday was the first day that they were able to just go out there and play catch a little bit, and a lot of them I could see smiles on their faces and everything. And the reason we did that, as you well know, it's just getting tough. Baseball, there's a lot of throwing, and the kids are playing, one season right after another. They never rest. Yep. Back when you and I were growing up, we played other sports. Yep. And that was our rest time, and you used other muscles. We used other parts of our body, and it wasn't like you're just playing baseball. A lot of these guys have made it a job, and you want it to be fun, but you also want it to be safe. And we've tried to cut down. We didn't last year. We had one arm-related injury during the season. One of our pitchers toward the end of the season, but it was mostly a back type injury, back of the shoulder type injury. Didn't require surgery or anything. And so, he's just started throwing, and I can tell that it feels good to him and everything. So
there is something about that. I mean, when you pick up that ball, if you're a baseball player, as a kid, throwing the ball around the backyard, Yeah. And I did this in baseball. I don't know if you guys do this, but you play in your mind's eye that play that you see in the major leagues. You're catching the ball over the fence, you're making that quick turn, whatever it is. It's something you just imagine yourself doing that play. Do you do that? Do you think about that when you pick that glove up and that ball hits your hand?
Absolutely. I mean, it's just you think about the excitement that you can have when you're making a play in a big game, like against your rivals or a regional game. You just think about, how am I going to benefit my team, and how am I going to be able to do that? So
absolutely. And it starts right now.
Yes, sir.
Throwing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
When does, spring training?
So January, believe it or not, we start on January 5th. For 1 week, all we can do is throw and work on condition. That's it for 1 week. So that's why I start the throwing program now, so that they can kind of get themselves to a level where you only have 5 days. It's Monday through Friday, arm care, and it's like Major League Baseball. They invite the pitchers and catchers early to get a little advantage. Yep. So that's kind of what this is about, all about, is that 5 days. And then after that, on the 13th or 12th or 13th, we start. We'll have a tryout. Okay. And it's a 1-day deal, and then we can start our regular practices around there.
So tryout, 8th graders coming up into
no, it would be like the kids that 9th graders, and then there's some kids that move into the school that might want to try out. Okay. Most of our guys on the varsity have pretty much been with us the whole time. Okay. Now we have a few that played other sports. At both JV and varsity level, so not many, but a few.
What's a tryout consist of? What's that look like?
We'll time them into 60. We'll let them throw infield, outfield, from their positions. Just kind of gauge what they can do. To let them take some swings in the batting cage or off the machine or whatever. It's pretty much not so much for the guys that are returners. Yeah. It's mostly for the new guys. Yeah. We have plenty of opportunities for them to play in the fall, and for me to watch them play and evaluate them and all that. So it's just kind of we got to do it for the school.
Yeah. How many guys are on the team?
We usually carry 20 on varsity. Okay. If you carry too many, guys aren't playing, and you know how that works out. Yep. But that's kind of a good number. I didn't really know. I just remember what I did in college, and I tried to keep it as tight as I could, so guys are getting reps and get an opportunity to play.
So I got to ask you. I know your coach is sitting here, so be careful. Do you go any batting cages off season and try to?
Absolutely. I mean, the grind really never stops. We may stop throwing, but you always have to be putting in something for baseball, even if it's just fielding drills, but always at the cages. Try to go at least 3 times a week, even in the off season.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you my age, but I was born in the 1900s. I'll just say that. But I remember trying to pick up a softball at my age, and I played center field and third base. And, throwing third base to first base, I had that down, no big deal. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick up a ball and just throw it around. I thought I threw my arm out. It's amazing how much you lose when you're not doing it, when you don't have that motion all the time. And you just throwing a rock across the water.
Yeah, and that's why we did this throwing program, because we don't want them to get hurt. So they start at a really close distance, and we work. It's step by step, and it's basically a rehab program for somebody that's had surgery and things like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a rehab program, but we've incorporated it into being a program. I went, when I was coaching at the college level, I'd go to conventions and ask some of the pro scouts and some of the, the managers in professional baseball with it, and I, kind of get the idea of what you should do. So it's going to work, and I'll on Monday of the 5th of January, I'll ask them how their arms feel, and every one of them's going to say my arm feels great, because that's what it's. I mean,
sure.
They're going to have 6 sessions of throwing before
they've loosened up.
Yeah,
they feel it.
They'll be stretched out, and they'll start to feel it.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to take a break. I want to talk about the season, spring training. I wasn't kidding when I sang that song as we started, but thinking about, all that goes on into a season. And we're actually going to throw in a little piece of this about your concessions, because I heard through a little bird about your concession stand. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're not going to want to miss what we're talking about at Mount Dora Baseball.
Is pain or restricted range of motion keeping you on the sidelines? Get back in the game with expert orthopedic care from UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics. UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics provides robotic-assisted surgical joint repairs and replacements, post-operative care, and inpatient rehabilitation services, all close to home, right here in Lake and Sumter counties. And for those unexpected injuries, UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics offers convenient walk-in and same-day appointments. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with one of their specialists, call 352-323-5665.
Well, welcome back to the SportsHub podcast. We're talking Hurricane baseball, and we're in the off season, and we got the coach with us, and we've got a pitcher. We've got Jack Irwin. I almost want to say that you're coming to the mound, but you are. You're coming to the mic. You're coming to the mound. Jack, tell us what year in school you are.
I'm a senior.
Senior. How long you been pitching?
I mean, ever since I started playing baseball, pretty much.
Wow.
Ever since I got out of T-ball, that's
incredible. Mm-hmm. So is that something you aspired to? You wanted to be a pitcher? That's what you wanted to do?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, you're tall, so that's the first thing I saw about you, and I thought, I can see that guy on the mound. Mm-hmm. That would intimidate a batter if I saw that big guy on the mound. So when you started pitching, I mean, was there anything that you saw somebody that you learned that craft from, or how did you pick up the ball and learn what it took to be a pitcher?
Ever since I started watching the MLB, Garrett Cole's been my favorite pitcher.
Gotcha.
And just started taking notes after him ever since.
So you emulate what you're seeing in that player, and you like, I can do this too. And so
Try.
Yeah, you try. Well, you have to learn that craft.
Right.
I mean, that's something you don't just have it. You pick up some things. And tell us about your fastball.
I only throw 2 seams,
Yeah.
no 4 seams. So
Really?
get a little some of that arm side run on it. And,
Nice.
Yep.
What kind of speed are we talking?
low 80s.
That's
Low to
fantastic,
mid-80s.
man. Holy cow, that's great. So at the high school level, did you see a big bump up from playing when you're, high school, middle school, you seeing the different batters coming into the box? Mm-hmm. I'm assuming as a pitcher, you're probably studying, just like anybody would in football, who your opposition is to know how to pitch against that person. Mm-hmm. Is that some part of your game?
Yes, sir.
That's great. So how much conditioning you have to do to be a pitcher?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Weightlifting all around, pretty much, and good conditioning, running, all that good stuff.
Coach has been telling us about right now, you guys just been throwing, and you get that opportunity. I'm sure for you, that's a big part of what you have to do to make sure your arm stays loose. Mm-hmm. Any injuries that you've had in the past that's been nagging you?
A couple summers ago, I had a little issue, an internal impingement in my shoulder, but went to physical therapy for that, and it's all good now.
That's great. That's awesome. So, Coach, we are definitely in the off season. You talked about January. You guys are going to pick it back up again, start doing a little bit, getting ready. When does actual spring training, when they just say, go for it? You guys.
So so the first week, January 5th through the 9th or 10th, I think, that week. And then January 12th is the first day that we're allowed to have a tryout. So we try to gauge it from there. And that week, so we'll have basically 2 weeks of throwing under our belts.
Yeah.
So after the first week is only throwing and conditioning. That's all we can do. The players can take swings on their own and stuff like that. But then the following week we'll start, regular practice. Okay. And then we open up the first week of February. We have 2 games, preseason games that we're allowed to play. And then the second week, the 13th or 14th of February, we start playing games.
Wow.
So
it's a quick ramp up.
It is. I mean, it comes on you fast. It's like last year for some reason the state decided to compress the season because they wanted to go to a different system in the playoffs. Okay. But boy, it's tough now because we have, instead of having 2 games a week, we have 3 games a week the whole season. There's not a week we don't play 3 games. And for high school, that
is a lot.
That's a big ask. Yeah.
How many pitchers do you have?
Well, and that's believe it or not, that's the good thing about it for us. Last year we had 4 guys that pitched. That's it. And we had
playing 3 games a week.
We had 5 pitchers, legitimately 5 pitchers, 4 starting pitchers and 1. We had a guy to kind of in the middle and then a closer, and that was it. So this year we have 10 guys, and all of them could pitch. Every one of them can pitch.
Good for you.
So, this year I feel a lot. We made it to the regionals last year, and with 4 guys. Now last year we ran into the buzzsaw at the end because we just didn't have enough guys to pitch.
Wow, I can imagine.
So this year and the guys that pitched in the fall, and for our club team, they got a lot of reps. So we're pretty excited about that.
So when you look at, that to me is amazing. You're playing that many games, you'd have to have a good pitching staff.
You got, and it has, it's, you don't want them to pitch too deep into their, pitch counts. I try to keep them under 100, and especially early in the season. But with our throwing program, I feel comfortable about taking guys a little deeper because their arms are fresh. They're going to be. Jack played golf in the fall, so when he comes out, it's going to be exciting for him to throw.
You probably miss it.
Very much so.
And there, so he did the golf in the fall, and he did the strength and conditioning stuff that he needed to do, and through a little bit, but now it's gonna, hopefully it'll pay off.
Wow. So you guys playing 3 games a week. Who's the competition that we would know locally?
Yeah. Well, we are in our league, in our district, we have Eustis, Tavares, Jones, Bishop Moore.
Okay.
Those are the guys in our league. We're not playing Leesburg this year. They got a new coach, and he decided to, take it easy with his schedule. We play Umatilla is one of our. We play Umatilla 3 times. 1 time at Lake Sumter. We'll play them in an afternoon game. Tanner, the coach there, played at Lake Sumter.
Okay.
So it's going to kind of be like a homecoming thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's our district is pretty tough. Bishop Moore is, we lost 11 games last year. 6 of them were to Bishop Moore. 5 of them were to Bishop Moore.
Wow.
We played them twice in the regular season. We lost to them in the district championship, and then we lost to them in 2 out of 3 in the regionals.
Were they tight games?
Not really.
Wow. What's the strength of Bishop Moore?
They got a lot of guys.
Really?
It's a Catholic school. They got a lot of guys, a lot of arms. I mean, they're loaded.
They don't run out.
No.
They just keep reloading.
I mean, when we go to the postseason, you got to reduce your roster size. You got to have it certain roster size 26. They got 30-something guys that are in the regular season to choose.
Wow.
Yeah,
That makes it tough.
We're gonna figure out. We got a way to beat them this year, I think.
That's fantastic. So do you guys have batting coaches to help them with batting too, to understand technique for batting? I just say this because when I played ball, I had struggled batting, and then I realized part of it was my eyesight. And then I put glasses on, everything changed. And then I had a batting coach who played college ball come in, and all we did was work on hips and how to do our swing. And it changed my batting average from like 200 to 600 because I learned that technique, and I think I gained confidence. Do you guys have that?
I take care of the hitters, and I have a pitching coach.
Yeah.
I used to do the pitching, and my first year I did it all. I didn't have anybody, and then we have another assistant that helps us with infielding, and he's the third assistant. But I do my son Matt. He helps. He works with some of our hitters.
That's awesome.
Usually once a week, he'll come and throw batting practice and work with the guys, and kind of talk strategy with them.
That's awesome.
So he played pro ball, so it helps the guys to understand.
Yeah.
So
That's fantastic.
the problem is he's a full-time preacher man, so
Oh, you got that too.
he's a
going on.
Presbyterian minister.
Gotcha. Wow.
But he comes and helps us usually on Fridays.
I think I'm starting to see why the team has so much depth. That's fantastic. Well, we talked about concessions. We're going to come back in a minute, and we're going to talk about that concession stand because it's going to be a teaser for everyone out there to show up at a Mount Dora baseball game and get a burger because it's going to be a great time. So we'll be right back after this. We're going to talk more baseball and more concession stand.
Bring some holiday cheer to your garage during the Lincoln Wishlist event. Take advantage of special offers like 0 down and 0% APR for 48 months on our award-winning lineup of luxury SUVs. Or choose Lincoln incentives of $4,000 on Corsair and $6,000 on Nautilus, Motor Trend's 2025 SUV of the year. We also have a wide selection of certified pre-owned with a 6-year, 100,000-mile warranty and financing as low as 4.49%. Plaza Lincoln, across from the Leesburg Airport. Our drive to be the best starts with you.
Well, welcome back to the Sports Hub podcast. We're talking Mount Dora baseball, Hurricane baseball, and we're learning a lot about this team with depth and a team that knows how to work together as a unit. And Coach, every player that's come in here, and here we have Caleb Fullen, the catcher for the Hurricanes. Every one of these guys just show maturity. I mean, it has to be an amazing clubhouse for you guys to be that kind of team. And then I'm hearing talking about the pitching coaches and batting coaches and how you guys all work together. Does that mental aspect play that big a part for baseball?
I think so. Mental aspects is, that's kind of the separator, the separation between the good teams and the bad teams. The ones that are mentally prepared usually are the good teams. But, one of the things is we have some experience. We have some some seniors now that have been in through the system a few years. So, and it's not a lot of coaching going on because they're doing a lot of the work behind the scenes and stuff. And then when you come out to practice, we're trying to get the younger guys to get up with the speed and, make practices worth their time being out there.
Absolutely. So does practice happen right after school?
For the JVs, we're usually right after school. The varsity is a little later.
Okay.
Because we got to give them, equal time out there. But usually the varsity guys, which I try to keep it. When I was younger, my practices seemed to be too long, and the guys kind of lost interest. I try to do it a little more condensed. Try to keep it around 2 hours, 2 hour and 15 minutes. And then if they want to do extra stuff, there are things that they need to do extra. If I want to work with the catchers one day, or we got to do some extra batting practice, we can do those things. We'll have time to do that.
Okay. So you said catchers. So Caleb, are there other catchers you work with?
Yes, sir. A lot of younger catchers this year.
Okay. So you are the starting catcher.
Yes, sir.
Have you always played catcher?
Yeah, so I've always been a catcher. My dad was a catcher, so he kind of got me into it. And
Man, that's great.
I fell in love with it.
Of course, there wasn't a catcher in T-ball, really. Were you a catcher in T-ball?
No.
So you just picked it up, and I can imagine that glove of yours gets some pop to it.
Yes, sir.
Every now and then, yeah. Is there any pitcher that pitches to you that you go, this one's going to hurt a little bit, this one's going to sting?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing to watch a catcher get down in the dirt and not let a ball get by. Do you pride yourself in that?
Yes, sir. It's a mindset, and there's not many people that have that mindset. So
Yeah, I mean, to me, watching it, I mean, I was third base, but to watch a catcher get in front of every ball, even a ball that's in the dirt, you know, and there's so many parameters there, so many chances for distractions. I think of the catcher because you're giving signals to the pitcher, you're looking at the base runners, and I'm assuming at some points you're making a call that the opposing team's not knowing. You're about to throw the ball somewhere and they don't know it. All that's going on in your head. Do you see yourself kind of like a quarterback working with the pitcher to get this happening?
absolutely. So that's basically what the catcher is for baseball. They have to know everything, all the plays, where everyone's going to be. So, yeah.
That's fantastic. Any injuries that to speak of in your career playing baseball?
I missed most of last year. I had a labrum injury in my left shoulder. So
Oh, wow.
I came back towards the end of the season and saw success, but hopefully this season I stay healthy.
He went up, pitcher threw, one of those pitches that was not close. One of the
Wild and out.
see, you hit the bull and Bull Durham. I mean, he jumped up, and as soon as he caught it, I knew what happened. So he was out.
Wow.
So going back to the 3 games, I had 2 catchers, and then we had 1.
Oh, my gosh.
So we played the whole season with 1 catcher. And luckily, he didn't get hurt because, there were some games that he got beat up a little bit.
Wow.
So Caleb came back at the end, but I didn't catch him, because I didn't want to re-injure him. So he just hit. But this year, I don't know what it is. For some reason, we just don't. I think there's a lot of kids not catching anymore.
Yeah.
And so his brother is our backup catcher. The only problem is he's also right now competing for the third base job. So we were just talking on the way up. I said, I'm going to have to get some of these JV guys to come and catch in the bullpen, during the games.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, that's an art you don't see a lot of guys.
For some reason, over the years, it's just gone down. I don't know if it's because of injury or just you just don't want to get beat up. And when you're playing travel ball, if you're catching, you're playing in 90-degree heat the whole summer. So, it's not very much fun if you're playing all these games on the weekend and then you only got 1 guy and you got to catch 3 games on the weekend. You're, pretty much toast after that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's rough. So tell us, Caleb, what's your favorite part of baseball?
Probably similar to what Noah said. I just love being with my teammates and just having fun out there.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
It's fun to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
My favorite part is at Mount Dora, the hamburgers after the game.
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought that up. So
First of all, it's Larry Baker Field.
yes, get
Okay,
that down.
in Mount Dora. It's on the corner of Simpson and Liberty in Mount Dora. Corner of
making a note,
Simpson
Larry Baker
Street
Field.
and Liberty. We have restaurant-style hamburgers, cheeseburgers, foot-long hot dogs, seasoned fries, and we have a chef that comes to our home games.
That's insanity. Yeah, so you think, I think you told me a little bit Wagyu.
It's a Wagyu burger, and it's from 1921 is the restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a high-class restaurant. It's you're going to get some food there now.
So I got to change the song from Peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
That's right, to Wagyu
Burger.
There you go.
And seasoned fries. So, I mean, if you're out there and you're thinking baseball and you're looking for something for recreation, that's where you need to be.
Yeah.
Because if you can get that kind of food at a high school baseball
it's
game.
worth. We have opponents that want to play at Mount Dora.
So fantastic.
The parents want to play at Mount
love
Dora.
that.
They get a meal and they get to watch baseball.
Heck yes. How many games are in a season?
We play 25.
So I have 25 chances. Are all those home games? How many home games?
We'll probably play close to 20 with the JVs.
Okay.
About 20 games.
And are those burgers at those games too?
Oh yeah, we don't leave them
It's
out.
always there.
Yeah, always.
Oh yeah. So I have a chance to go in and have a Wagyu burger, enjoy baseball. Do you have peanuts and Cracker Jacks?
We have.
Is that even
Yeah,
there?
we do.
You do
Yes,
have that?
yes.
I mean, it makes the song, right? You got to have
right.
that.
Yeah,
do you
you got
play anything in the seventh inning? Is there any
We
stretch?
have all kind of music.
Yeah.
We
Do you have
got-
that?
We got the whole.
So it's an entertaining time.
We have color guard to come out for the national anthem every home game.
Wow.
I mean, it's a full on event at Mount Dora.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, we didn't, we announce the players' names. We do a national anthem. The color guard comes out. I mean, it's the real deal.
See, this is new to me, new to Florida, so I'm learning this. This gives me my opportunity to come out and watch baseball, good baseball, and have a Wagyu burger in that kind of environment. I'm excited for you guys. I can't wait to come watch you guys, and I will be there. And you'll see me with a Wagyu burger, I promise you. I'll come say hey to you guys.
Make sure I introduce
right.
you to Mr. Baker.
I want to meet the guy who brings that kind of food to a baseball game. You guys are privileged.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for what you do, Coach.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for what you're doing in your leadership. You guys keep it up, that mindset. You're going to go far. I love it.
Yes, sir. Thank
Fantastic.
you.
Hurricane Baseball. You heard it right here, Mount Dora. We are going to watch them this season. I know you're going to want to go out and get a Wagyu burger. You're going to want to get to that stadium and be entertained by some fine young men who know how to swing a bat and catch a ball. I want to thank our sponsors, UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics, Plaza Cadillac, Plaza Lincoln, and the Warner Family Sports Foundation for making this episode possible. We'll see you at the baseball park.
This has been the Style Sports Hub, presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics.